Good evening, Wizards Nation. I know it's NFL Sunday, and I know most of y'all are watching the games right now, rightfully so. But I have a quick question for y'all. Because, as most of us probably already know, our Canadian Prince was sent to the Go-Go just a couple hours ago. The Wizards have assigned Will Riley to the Capital City Go-Go, the team announced. This is Will Riley's second stint with the Go-Go this season, as provided by the one and only Greg Finberg, amongst others. And it's a little bit... This stream is more of like a question from me to y'all. Because I was in my head, y'all. I was just like, dude, this is the time to play Will Riley, though. Corey Kispert's out. Trey Johnson's out. A lot of us, not just me, a lot of people within the Wizards media, they were expecting Will Riley to get some minutes during these times. Remember, those two are probably going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks, which leads them probably till Christmas time. And we were all like waiting, itching to see Will Riley play. Now, I predicted, I was just like, dude, he's not going to play. They're going to have Champagnie take all the minutes. Will Riley's not going to play. And lo and behold, that's pretty much what happened. Because since the injury, hold on, my bad. Since the injury, Will Riley has not been in the rotation, y'all. He has not. It's been primarily just Champagnie, and I'm not mad at that, honestly. I'm not mad at Champagnie being in the rotation. Obviously, I love Champagnie. Y'all know how I feel about Champagnie. But since the injury, this is his game log. 10 minutes last night. Was it last night? No, Friday, sorry. Friday against the Pacers. Granted, all this was garbage time minutes in the fourth quarter. 3 minutes against the Hawks, garbage time minutes. 3 minutes against the Bulls, garbage time minutes. The Raptors, I'm at 9 minutes here sparingly. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, going back to Champagnie, this has been Champagnie, his game log, 11 minutes against the Pacers. He hasn't been playing that many minutes also to begin with. Not consistent. 17 minutes against the Hawks, 23 minutes against the Bulls. I believe he was a starter in this game. 18 minutes against the Raptors. It seems like what Coach Keefe is doing is he is, with the rotations, making it more of a 9-man rotation. Champagnie's still getting the scraps here and there. But man, well, nobody's in chat yet, but I don't expect y'all to be. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna think out loud because in my head I'm just like, this is the perfect time to play him. And right now, what I'm worried about. Not worried about. I'm not raising alarm on this yet. But I'm just like, okay, we all expect and we all know he's going to play the second half of the season. What if dudes don't get traded? Like, I think we're going to keep either Middleton or McCollum. I don't think both of them are going to get traded. I like to think I like to, use both of them. All the trade value, and I don't like having sitting trade value on our team. If we can ship one of them for a second round pick, then do it. Never mind the veteran presence. We got Anthony Go for that, But realistically speaking, I don't think all three of the ideal trade candidates are going to be traded, being Corey Kispert, McCollum, and Middleton. Best case scenario, realistically speaking, I think 2 of the 3 of them are going to get traded, which leads me to believe if they don't all get traded or just 2 of them get traded, will Riley play in the second half consistently? You see, I want like 20 minutes for Will Riley at least. I'm being greedy. I want 20. In the little amount of games he's playing, he's flashing. He had 4 points against the Pacers, 4 rebounds. I believe 2 of them were offensive rebounds. Now, his 3-point shot, even though it hasn't been it. I mean, like, a small sample size. 14.3% from the 3. That's not going to... But, we all knew that was a work in progress from him coming out of college, but I don't know, man. Is this like a bad omen? I'm just like, how can he not find minutes in this rotation with injuries to people at his position? Kispert, Trey, out. 2 dudes who get 26 minutes a night, especially Kispert. Trey Johnson, perhaps like 19 to 20, 26 plus 16, 26 plus 19, that's That's 45 minutes. And he's still not getting any playing time? I don't know, man. Anyways, I do want to state this, that this was just tweeted by Chase Hughes. He is playing, and he's going to start at the point guard. He's going to start the point guard today. Tip-offs at 2 p.m. Look at him. All these drained. Yeah, man. Something about Will Riley, man. I think he's him, man. I think he's him. I'm not saying he's going to be a freaking all-star, even though his coach in college said that he has all-star potential. But granted, that's just his own coach. I think he's going to be a guy like, we're thinking of Cam Whitmore being the offensive scoring punch off the bench. Nah. If it doesn't work out with Cam, he's going to be it. Point guard skills. He has vision. I really like this playing at point. Now, I'm going to state this, though. I don't think, what's up, Sports of Northeast? Hold on. I don't think Will Riley is going to have a long stint here. His last thing at GoGo, he only had a 1-game stint, and I believe he dropped 28 points. They don't really show the highlights of Will Riley. They don't really show G League highlights that much on YouTube. So if I did, I would have showed it to y'all. I'm going to do some more scouring after this video. But I'm assuming this stint, it's going to be a very short stint. I'm assuming they only did it because of today's game on the schedule so he can get some point guard. So I'm not mad at this move. If he's not playing, if Coach Keys doesn't want to freaking play him, then send him to the go-go so that he can get some, some reps and some plays in. But I think he's probably going to be back here with us. Probably, we play tomorrow and Tuesday. He might be back with us by tomorrow or Tuesday. Honestly, He's probably just there for this one game and then come back. But man, it's just, I don't know, man. See, I'm impatient. Even though we're supposed to be patient with him, dudes like Bilal Coulibaly, but I'm just like, right now's the time, dude. We're freaking losing. Just play Will Riley. Why do we have to wait till freaking March or February to see him play? Obviously, the dudes who are in front of him, they're not producing. We're getting blown up by 33 points against a team with the worst record in the league, the Pacers. Now that's us. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sports of Northeast says, bro, I know watching this team hurts, but we should set up a watch party at Clyde's one game. That'd be dope, man. I'll be down for that. I don't know. When is the next game I'm probably going to go? I was looking at a schedule. I was like, I should go one this month. I'm thinking about, we played the Spurs. No, that Spurs is in San Antonio. No, we played the Spurs the 21st. Yeah, the Spurs the 21st of this month. But then again, that's a Sunday and the Commanders play. But then again, it's the Commanders. The Commanders suck ass this year. What the fuck? What am I going to miss? An L? Or a dub? I love my Wizards and I love my Commanders, but holy hell, man, it's been tough. It's been rough out here, man. We'll see. Maybe the 21st, I might go to that game. I'll let y'all know definitely, though. I have to buy the tickets first. Mainly because I want to see Wemby. Right now, it's probably best to go see Wemby now before, well, the ticket prices are going to be raising whenever Wemby's in town, but, still early in his career. But I also want to see the Young Bucks as well. I want to see Keyshawn George, Alex Sarr. Alex Sarr versus Wemby is going to be awesome. But anyways, let's go back to Will Riley. I'm right now, I'm just a little, I'm not mad. I'm not bummed. I'm just more of just like, I'm just in my head trying to rationalize or trying to think, when's the ideal time? 'Cause I think right now is the ideal time, y'all. Fair and Mig says, I think this is his test. Yeah, I think so too, dude. I think this is just like it's going to be a 1-game stint. Like the last one, I believe it was. It's going to be a very short stint. He's going to come back. Yeah. And honestly, see, I'm not mad at this. Y'all might think I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at him going here to get some point guard. Now, that's another thing. If he can get some, point guard reps and we see his handle, which I'd go as far as saying his handle's better than Keyshawn George's handle. That's probably the thing that he's better at than Keyshawn George right now because Keyshawn George is him. He's been a little bit down the past couple of games. But Will Riley being. See, that's what I'm saying. I see a lot of Keyshawn George in Will Riley. We do. Big. He is now 6'10". He says here 6'9". In the offseason, he apparently grew 2 inches. There's reports, I believe in the official listing, he was listed as 6'10" by the Wizards. A 6'10", and I'm just like, no, this dude has secondary playmaker written all over him, just like how Keyshawn George was. The only difference is that he's much more advanced with his ball handling than Keyshawn George is. Their vision, I mean, we haven't really seen much of a sample size from Will Riley, but Keyshawn George is, his passing skills is all, we all see what he can potentially be, but he is basically Keyshawn George without the defense. And he got that dog. Sports, yeah, you're right. He got that dog on him. He's not shy at all. I made a video I went in depth on Will Riley. He is an ultra competitive player, just like how Trey Johnson is, just like how Jameer Watkins is. You see, we have these type of Wizards players right now. Like that's like the Will Dawkins prototype right there. And with these competitive players, what they all have in common is they want to be great. They don't take losing as an answer. He's not going to take it, dude. I think Will Riley hit it out of the park. I mean, Will Dawkins maybe have hit it out of the park with this one, man. See, and I'm speaking so highly of Will Riley, even though this man's barely been playing this season. But considering him coming to Illinois, what we saw in the summer league, what we see sparingly in these minutes. Yeah, he got freakishly tall. He grew 2 inches, man. I believe he was 6'7", almost 6'8", coming out of Illinois. But this summer he had a growth spurt. Now he's now 2 inches. So they're saying 6'9", dude. He is 6'10". He's pushing 6'10". They listed him 6'10" on the thing. But going back to Champagnie, like, what's going on with him this year? This man is shooting, granted, inconsistent minutes, 10 minutes a game. 36% from the field. My bad. Let me move my freaking face. 36% from the field. 13% from the three. Granted, his minutes are down 11 minutes from last year. And he's barely shooting any three. Last year, he shot 3.1 attempts on 38% from the field for the three. This year's barely even 1 attempt a game. Crocs Wild No Sock says Will Riley is the real unicorn because we barely see him and he's healthy. Yeah. I'm just like I'm at that point with Will Riley. I'm just like, dude, come on, man. I'm getting impatient. I'm getting impatient because whenever I see this dude play, we all see flashes and glimpses of an offensive scoring punch off the bench, a guy with true passion, like ball handling's there, his vision is there, his IQ is there, especially offensively. Granted, defensively, this man's lost, but that's what these minutes are for. That's what these minutes are for. Him and Trey Johnson to get better on the defensive end. I also see him crashing the boards. I think Dawkins doesn't want to play these guys because they can affect the outcome of a team, and we need to lose, but it's getting ridiculous. Nah, I mean, Will Riley is a rookie. I don't think he's going to help us win a game. He's going to have a lot of, rookie moments out there. I think what's happening is I think Dawkins and Coach Keefe, they don't want to play these young bucks because they want to showcase the veterans for the trade deadline. Hick says, I don't think any of these young guys will get any consistent minutes until they ship some of the veterans out. I agree. And that's my main worry, and that's why I got on stream to ask you guys. I'm just like, what if we don't ship all of these veterans out there? And Coach Keefe being Coach Keefe who wants to freaking win games, he's trying his best. God bless him. He's trying his best to win games. He needs to try hard. He needs to pray harder. I don't know what he's doing. It's not working. We have the worst record in the league. But my worry is he's going to get minutes in the second half. Just how many? And I want him to get 20-plus minutes a night in the second half of the season. With this current injuries, Trey and Corey being out at his position, and he still can't find any minutes in rotation, it has me worried that he'll play Justin Champagnie type minutes in the second half of the season, where he'll see 10 to 15 minutes a game, but inconsistently. That's what's worrying me right now. And that's why I got on the stream to ask you guys what y'all think about this, because it kind of feels like a bad omen right now. I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, but then again, he might get the orders. Coach Keefe might get the orders, even if he is around. Who's to say he's fired? I think if they do fire him, it will be at a trade deadline. But Coach Keefe may get the orders, whoever's in coaching, from Will Dawkins saying, hey, man, play this man. I think that's when Dawkins has to step in. But as of right now, it's just like, ugh. But I do like the move, setting him to go-go. I just don't like the move of him not having any minutes with these amount of injuries that we have right now. So, yeah, that pretty much sums it up for me. I like the move of setting him to the go-go, especially him playing point guard today at 2 o'clock. I might talk about it in the next stream. But I don't like the idea of him not being able to crack any minutes. Any minutes. This man played garbage time minutes on Friday in the past 3 games. Do they see something in Will Riley that we don't see? Do they think he's not ready yet? It seems like he's ready whenever he plays. It's evident. I don't know, man. But like I predicted, I was just like, dude, the main beneficiary of all these injuries is going to be Champagnie, and even Champagnie's not getting consistent minutes. They're shrinking their rotation down to 9. Bro, what is your X handle? Bro, I got a burner account, bro. I don't tweet. I can't. Friggin' Twitter's another jungle, man. Or X. One jungle's enough for me with YouTube. I was thinking about it. I was like, because I know if I go in, I'll go all in. But I'm just like, I can't. It's too much of a jungle. I just get my news from Twitter, yo. Let's see. I want to show you all the Tankathon, though, because last night, before I end the stream, the Tankathon, it was freaking fantastic. Like every Dirty Bucket stream, we freaking scoured the Tankathon before the end of a stream. Last night, the Pacers won again. They're now 4th in the Tankathon. Who else won last night? The Hornets won last night. They're in a 2-game winning streak. And the Mavericks won. You see now, like, this whole teams are starting to freaking, pull away. It's going to be, I told you, it's going to be us and the Nets. And I ain't shit. I'm not trying to say I told y'all so, because you know what I mean? I feel like most of the NBA community thought this, that it will be us and the Nets. And the Pelicans. But the Pelicans, I feel like they're gonna have their own, 1 to 2 game winning streak here and there. Burning is meant for incest. Bro, we got some great starting options on this team. I'm not saying start Will Riley, though. I'm saying, like, off the bench. Get this man right now 10 to 15 consistent minutes, not garbage time minutes. And, like, right now, I was stating before Corey got injured, I was like, dude, put Corey in the starting lineup. Take Middleton out. I think it will help us play better, considering how, especially offensively, the spacing with Corey, the plus and minus with him in a starting lineup is just non-comparable. But, we will also help Corey Kispert's trade value if he starts, which means we could possibly not attain more trade value, like get more in return for him. Right now, his trade value is still a little lurky. I feel like teams want to wait and see how he plays more consistently. But man, Sawar is definitely our starting center. We just need to see out of George, Bilal, Whitmore, and Johnson is going to get to be the long-term options. Yeah, I believe those are our core right now. Core 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully Carrington can show something. I think this year we kind of readjusted our expectations with Carrington. More of like, all right, he's not our starting point guard, but he might be maybe a combo guard off the bench. Maybe that's his true calling. Maybe that's his true calling. Keith looks like a Batman with villain with no cap. Yeah, I see. I agree. Yeah, facts. Will Riley can be the sixth man like Illinois with his diversity. Yep. Yeah, that was his thing in Illinois too. He was a sixth man. You think how good you think with how good SARS stays center instead of moving to his preferred power forward position? I think that will depend on who Will Dawkins attains. I think it's nothing in guy life is guaranteed, but I think Dawkins is going to go after a big this offseason. He's going to go after a veteran big. He's going to, like, right now, like, just this is an analogy. I'm not comparing Sarr to this player, but right now Sarr is our Şengün. The Rockets drafted Şengün. They developed him. You know, they're continuing developing it. Now he's blossoming into an all-star. He is an all-star. He's a bona fide stud. Then they got Steven Adams. Steven Adams now is a guy who can play with Şengün and also back up Şengün on the bench. I feel like we're going to get our Steven Adams this offseason. Our version of Steven Adams. I think, and then, you know, considering how we are, yesterday I said that we are 27th in rebounding, in the defensive rebounding percentage, 26th, I believe, in offensive rebounding percentage. We need our Steven Adams, dude. Like, you know, and there's a couple of nice options out there. You know, Hartenstein has a team option. I don't know if the Thunder can afford him. So maybe if Hartenstein's available, I'm going all in on Hartenstein. You know, Mitchell Robinson, perhaps. But then again, he's a bit of an injury history. But there's dudes out there. I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to go after our veteran big. And it's going to help us out tremendously. It's going to give us much more length, much more size. Teams like the Rockets are not going to be able to bully us anymore like they did earlier on a couple of weeks ago on the boards. It's going to help out Sarr as well as he continues to mold his game. Dirty Bucket, you definitely are the best Wizards content creator right now. Thank you for your service. No, I mean, I appreciate it, man. I truly appreciate it. This is my first year covering the Wizards full time, so we'll see where it takes me. But, you know, I appreciate it, man. I've still got a lot to improve on, though. Just grab a big in the second round. I do think they're going to, because remember, we have 2 first-round picks. I wouldn't be surprised if they get a veteran big and they draft a big with pick number 29 or 30. And dude, I think we're going to want to win next year. No, I respectfully disagree. I think we're going to want to win. See, Ted Leonsis is impatient. He's going to be like, dude, I waited, 3 years for you? I gave you 3 years of tanking seasons. Now it's time to win. I think it's time to. I'm not saying we're going to go to the freaking playoffs. I think what's going to happen is we're going to aim for like 30 to 35 wins, hopefully, depending on how we go. Yeah, 4 second-round picks. I think those are like trade pieces, though. We can maneuver. Hopefully. Yeah, we're not going to bring 5 rookies. But yeah, man, I'm going to call it quits so that we can all watch the freaking NFL Sunday. I want to trade pick 30 to move up in the draft, get us a solid lotto and a mid-round pick. That's me too. Pengu Shadow, that's me too. That is me too. I think he's the only Wizards content creator, unfortunately. Fortunately, you're right. You're right. There's also Locked On Wizards. They're pretty cool dudes. I was there before. This is my first year being a full-time Wizards content creator, though. So I still feel like I'm a newbie, you know. I'm betting you a big fat bench chili bowl on this. All right, bet. Hey, yo, bet, Noah. I'll take you on that. Dude, I'm thinking the expectation is going to be 30 to 35, 37 wins next year. The expectation. But they can, I mean, I'm not saying we're going to make the playoffs, like even a play-in or the 8th seed. I'm just saying that they're not gonna tolerate this type of. They're gonna hire what's gonna happen is we're gonna hire our coach of the future. Coach Keith's not gonna be here next year. We're gonna hire our coach of the future. Hey, the bandwagons will be here in 3 years or so. Hey, bro, Pengu Shadow, I said this in the last stream. Right now, we are laying the foundation because I think the bandwagons are going to be here next year. If we get a top 3 pick, they will be here next year. It has me thinking just like right now, like the Wizards fan base is disillusioned. You know, some of us are, you know. But I just feel like chat, not just I'm very grateful for y'all, but like chat and also Lockdown Wizards chat and other Wizards content creators, their community is only going to grow. It's only going to get bigger. And like what thing what happened with the Commanders. 30 years of assness. And then Jaden Daniels happens. Commanders fan base, the numbers of the fan base like quadrupled. If you look on YouTube, they're one of the quote unquote biggest fan bases right now. Speaking in terms of like how many videos speak about the Commanders in the NFL. Obviously, it's the Eagles, Cowboys are number one, you know, in other teams, but like, you know, we need our Jaden Daniels. And who's to say we already have our Jaden Daniels and Alex Sarr? I don't know. I think so. I mean, I don't know. But Darren Peterson will definitely be our Jaden Daniels. I think any of the top 3 could be our Jaden Daniels. AJ DeBonsa, Boozer. Fuck it, Caleb Wilson. He could be our Jaden. It's exciting times right now, but right now we gotta freaking stick together, man. But yeah, man, and there's also some games tonight that are a lot of lottery implications. See, this is the life of a Wizards fan right now, man. Like I'm over here in November talking about lottery implication type games, bruh. What is this? After this year, I don't ever want to be on this website ever again. Okay, not ever again. Hopefully for the next 8 to 10 years. Never want to be here. I'm tired of this website, dude. I give so much traffic to this website. It's so annoying. Blue Red Master says, make me the GM and I'll be able to turn around this franchise. Give this man the keys. Give Blue Red the keys and he will draft Mikael Brown Jr. at number 2. So, no. I like Mikael Brown Jr. though, but not over the top 3. But yeah, man, just wanted to ask you about Will Riley. You got sent to the go-go. I'd like to think he's going to be back by Tuesday. We played the Sixers at Philly on Tuesday. I have a calendar up here, so we play the Bucks tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know. But anyways, go Wizards. Yeah, go Wizards. The fuck? I don't know why I didn't say that with confidence. Go freaking Wizards. Caleb Wilson does look good. Caleb Wilson does look freaking good. I think it might become a top 4 by the end of this year. It might become a top 4 tier. Not top 3. Because the way Caleb's playing, he's reminding me of like Scotty Barnes. With probably even higher ceiling on defense. Caleb Wilson will be a great front court pairing to Alex Sarr as well. Almost, I'd say Boozer's more compatible because I think Boozer's a better rebounder. But I would be happy with Caleb Wilson, y'all. But anyways, take care, everybody. I will see y'all tomorrow after the Bucks game. We play at home, so I believe that's 7 o'clock. I got to put the freaking time on this calendar. I don't know what the hell. I didn't put the time of the game. But anyways, take care, everybody. I'll see y'all. Go Wizards. I guess go Commanders. The fuck, you know what I mean? Commanders need to lose out, man. They're 3-8. What the fuck? What's the point of winning now with them? See, now I'm about to switch over from this NBA Tankathon to the NFL Tankathon because that's the life of a DMV sports fan right now. Tanking. It's annoying. But at least we're tanking for a good reason. Take care, everybody. Peace, y'all.